Hello out there. I hope your day is going well. I want to talk and read a little bit about 8 discipline strategies for kids with ADHD. Yes, we need all the help we can get. Come on now. And plus, kids with ADHD are so much fun. When you have a child with ADHD, you may need a different style of discipline, big time. A few simple changes to your parenting approach could give your child the tools they need to manage their behavior more effectively. To discipline a child with ADHD, try to set them up for success. Break down complicated tasks into smaller, actionable steps. Encouragement is helpful. So stay positive. Try to let smaller infractions go as you focus on the larger goals. Kids with ADHD may have trouble sitting still, completing tasks, managing impulses, and following directions. These discipline strategies can be instrumental in helping a child with challenging behaviors to follow rules. First thing, provide a positive attitude. Yeah. And make sure you are practicing it yourself. Don't accidentally become the angry parent and push happiness on your child or the expectation of it. You see, us parents can accidentally project that to our children, that their behavior dictates our happiness. And when you do that, you injure big time. Parenting a child with ADHD can be exhausting. It's true. Their never-ending supply of energy and desire to talk constantly can tire even the most patient parent. So, know this, people. However, providing a child with ADHD positive attention is a good investment. You have no clue how important it is for you to be positive with children like me, ADHDers. We are highly sensitive and intuitive. Positive playtime reduces attention-seeking behavior, and it will make your consequences more effective. No matter how difficult their behavior has been, set aside one-on-one time with your child every day. Don't allow their behavior to push you away, and then all that's left is you dictating policy all day, correcting them, because that will become their childhood. Giving them just 15 minutes of positive attention is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to reduce behavioral problems. Number 2, give effective instructions. Kids with a short attention span need extra help following directions, so don't shame them. Quite often, they don't hear the instructions in the first place. To make your instructions more effective, start by gaining your child's full attention. So put your cell phone down and actually be a full attention with your baby. Turn off the television. Establish eye contact. Eye contact. Yeah. And place a hand on your child's shoulder before making a request. Personalize it. One-on-one. Touch. Avoid chain commands like put on your socks, clean your room, and then take out the trash. A child with ADHD is likely to put on their socks and then, on the way to their room, find something else to do rather than clean it. Give one instruction at a time for them. Stay away from broad tasks like clean your room. Instead, provide a checklist or assign one task at a time, such as making the bed, putting dirty clothes in the hamper, replacing books on the shelf, and so on. Ask your child to repeat back to you what they heard to make sure they fully understand. And less profanity is the goal. When you use profanity at your child, you have no clue. You're speaking directly to their soul. Directly. And children are way more spiritually connected than adults. Of course, they lose it as they grow up, unless we teach them to keep it strong. But when you talk to your child disrespectfully and you expect it not given back, this is no good. It really is. Number 3, praise your child's efforts. Yeah, I said it. Catch your child doing well and point it out. Praise motivates children with ADHD to behave. It's so true. My mom did it with me all the time. And she was the only one that did it with me. So yeah, I loved it. God. Make your praise specific. Instead of saying, nice job, say, great job putting your dish in the sink right when I asked you to. Baby, I'm so proud of you. You really listening. Make it sound enthusiastic. Don't be a dry cheerleader for your child. Praise your child for following directions, playing quietly and sitting still, and you'll encourage them to keep doing it. Number 4, use timeout when necessary. Timeout can be a good way to keep or help a kid with ADHD calm their body and their brain. Timeout doesn't have to be a harsh punishment. Instead, it can be a great life skill that is useful in many situations. Teach your child to go to a spot, a quiet spot, to calm down when they are overstimulated or frustrated. Create a comfortable area and calmly guide them there, not as punishment, but as a way to soothe themselves. Eventually, your child will learn to go to this place on their own before they get into trouble. 5, ignore mild misbehaviors. Kids with ADHD often exhibit attention-seeking behavior. They're going to do this. Giving them attention, even when it's negative, encourages those behaviors to continue. Did you know that? Careful, parents. Ignoring mild misbehaviors teaches them that obnoxious conduct won't get them desired results. So every little thing you make a big deal about, you're helping them keep and continue that behavior. Just know this. Ignore whining, complaining, loud noises, and attempts to interrupt you. Eventually, your child will stop. 6, allow for natural consequences to happen. This is where I messed up because I had some challenges with Child Protective Services. And because my child struggled so much, it was a threat to take my children out, depending on how often they had to visit the home. So I would save her from the natural consequences, which in the long term created a really big challenge in her life when it came to understanding the natural consequences of her actions. So they're there. When disciplining a child with ADHD, pick your battles wisely. You don't want your child to feel as though they can't do anything right or that they are constantly getting into trouble. Allowing some behaviors to slide can help both of you. Sometimes allowing for natural consequences makes more sense than trying to convince a child to make a better choice. For example, if your child refuses to take a break from playing to eat lunch, simply put the food away. The natural consequence is that they will likely be hungry later and will have to wait until dinner to eat. Tomorrow, they will likely be more motivated to eat lunch when it is served. I am going to make a part 2 to this video. That way you get all these tips. And I'm going to reread 6, which is allow for natural consequences to happen. It is so important for ADHDers to understand the natural consequence to their action versus the parent creating a consequence. You're punished. You're on punishment. You're not allowed to watch TV. That's a parental.